because they are in think that they are in a good case because they got a job, because they got some type of monetary provisions. Well, the Most High gonna burn all this stuff up, and you're gonna have no hope in the things that you run into, that you gotta, I gotta go, brother. You ain't gonna have, listen, those things ain't gonna be there no more. Then what? Right? Look at the movie The Road, man. Look at the movie The Road. Look at the scene where when the affliction first came upon, when destruction first came upon the wicked, right? They had, vegetables and canned goods and all this type of stuff in the beginning, but you got to realize it's gonna go on. You still gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck there, man, and ain't gonna be nobody coming to help you, man, because nobody really give a damn about you. All the strongholds of the wicked, which is the so-called white man, all those strongholds and those things that protected you, okay, where you thought you were protected in, it's gonna be destroyed. The scripture says it's gonna be like a dream, man. It's gonna be like a dream, And our people get strength from the so-called white man. They love looking at that damn TV and being convinced of the white man that they are in a good case, man. The wicked the Most High is not in none of his thoughts. Don't believe on the things. Don't lean to your own understanding and partner with a thief, which is the so-called white man, the wicked, right? So it says, the sight thereof enticeth fools to lust after it, and so they desire the form of a dead image that have no breath. That's right. All types of pictures have been put before our face in books and all this, that, and the other, to believe that our oppressor is a righteous man, and everybody can be saved. And hey, man, even Christ is white. Hey, Christ is a Middle Eastern. All them Middle Eastern people had us in captivity, man. They had us in captivity as well. They had us in bondage. They have our people in bondage to this day, and they don't give a damn, right? They don't give a damn. That's why the Most High God is coming to deliver us from our enemies. But we got to have understanding in these last days. We got to have understanding if we're going to be delivered by the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It says, both they that make them, so they who make the images, okay? It says in verse 6, both they that make them, they that desire them, and they that worship them are lovers of evil things. And that's right. The wicked, the wicked, the so-called black Hispanic Native American man who have Israelite blood in them, who are Hebrews indeed, but likened unto Esau, they believe on these wicked things, man. They are of their father the devil. They're of their father Belial, like was said about Eli's children, man. Okay, they believe in the things of the world, man. That's why the world hears them. Okay, that's why it seems like they are being able to prosper day in and day out. With a prosperity, that's why you gotta have righteous judgment, man. You don't go and be like them. You don't be one with their understanding, with their knowledge, okay, with their rules, their evil speech, man. So it says what? They are lovers of evil things and are worthy to have such things to trust upon. You worthy for that because the Most High, He gonna smash you on this ground, on this pavement, right? He gonna smash you in the ground like mire in the streets, is what the scripture says. That's giving you understanding that you should hearken. Okay? You have to go through these straight things to receive wide things, man. But the church ain't teaching our people that. The church is teaching our people folly, teaching our people madness, right? Okay? So it says, for the potter's tempering soft earth, fashion every vessel, it says, with much labor for our service. Yeah, of the same clay he maketh both the vessels that serve for clean uses, and likewise also all such as serve to the contrary. And who was to the contrary? The 2/3, man. They are to the contrary, right? So he created Israel to not perish, but the wicked are the ones. He said he's gonna try his people as a whole, as gold, as fine gold, man. Then you're gonna know then we're gonna see what is gonna be revealed, who are the Lord's chosen, as it says in 2 Ezra chapter 16. Then it's gonna be shown who are the Lord's chosen, right? Then it's gonna be shown who are the Lord's chosen. So we gotta have understanding in these last days, right? to hearken to righteousness, not to turn to wickedness and folly and madness, man. So it says what? And likewise also such as to serve the contrary, but what is the use of either sort? The potter himself is the judge. That's right. And what can you say? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? God forbid, man. He chose Jacob. He didn't choose Esau. He chose Jacob. He did not choose Esau. He didn't choose the so-called white man. He chose the so-called white man to bring destruction up on the earth. And that's what he's done. He's destroying the earth. He has put animals into extinction. This is what the wicked, the people who are over us, the people who have destroyed and killed our people in the street, who lied against our people day in and day out, right? Who give our people platform to destroy themselves, okay, with wicked speech and wicked understanding, okay, and wayward doctrines. These are the people who the Lord has created to be destroyed, man, and so that He can show His power through destroying them, bringing them up, and then destroying them, bringing them down. That's the trying of our faith. Wouldn't you want to prove your son after you give him all your teaching? Wouldn't you want to see if the teachings have abided in his understanding, that he has eaten the understanding that you have taught him? Isn't that something that you would want to do for your son? You want to try him, try his spirit, try his obedience. Okay, then. That's why you all of a sudden now, you couldn't leave him at home by himself. Now you can leave him at home at 15. You know he ain't gonna throw parties and bring people to the house. You're gonna trust your son, man, because you teach him, you raise him up. And that's the same thing that Yahweh, the Most High God, is doing to us. He's wanting to see if we're gonna keep His word, man. And the so-called white man, they're gonna make sure that they are the determining factor, man. Without knowledge, they're gonna make sure they're the determining factor. When they look up on the brothers with the book, with the understanding of the book, they're gonna say, well, all right, let's try him. Let's see what's gonna be the end of him. Let's see what's gonna be the end of the people of Israel, right? And that's why they torture us. That's why they put all types of things upon us: the lies, the murder, okay, the systemic situation that destroys so-called blacks. That's why people look at the black man and hate him in their heart. You're not fooling nobody. We know that the black man is the epicenter of hatred, man. And that's just what it is, man. Like I said before, they put all these platforms up to look up on black people doing all types of wickedness. But when you see the black man with a Bible, you don't come near. You don't want to hear nothing about him doing anything honorable, right? So these very things is going to make us, cause the revealing, are going to these very things that we deal with on a daily basis. This is revealing who we are, man. This is revealing that we are the true people of the book, man. And all these other men, men that's Hebrew Israelites indeed, that turn to do wickedness and folly, all these types of men, they have inherited lies, and they love lies, man. They love to believe lies, man. This is why the Most High is going to burn up and destroy this place. Any man that think himself to be something, man, he is nothing, man. And that's why the Most High is going to bring to naught everything that we see in front of us right now. This is nothing but ashes, man. Because the wicked are destroying everything, right? The wicked is destroying everything because the Most High that is what the Most High has set up, man. He set it up to be this case. So that he can establish a true nation, a righteous nation, right? He's going to establish Jacob in the land, and then everybody is going to, all the other people are going to worship Israel, man. That's just what it's going to be. Okay? Now, we love to believe these lies because what? It feels good to us, right? We love the wickedness that we hear day in and out. We love folly, and we count it as light, right? So the Lord is telling you, while the light is with you, hey man, seek the Most High. So let's go back. Let's go ahead and continue where we was at. It says, nah, we done on that one. We done with that one. Okay, so now let's go back to Jeremiah chapter 17 and let's go to verse 8. It says, for he shall be, let's go to verse 7 again. It says, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord and whose hope is in is the Lord. So the only hope that the so-called black man and Native American man and the Inca and Mayan and Aztec man, okay, and the peoples, okay, the only hope that we have is going to be in the Most High. And if we turn to only trust in the Most High, if we listen to the brethren that the Lord has set up, because it's going to be a lot of people who reject this truth, and they ain't going to be able to receive understanding. Unless, man, hey, better hope that the Lord delivers you. That's all I can say. But as it is written, man, you're not going to be able to receive it, man. You're not going to be able to receive understanding in the end, right? You're going to call upon the Lord, and he's not going to answer you. You're going to seek him early, and you're not going to find him, right? So the so-called the Israelite man, the oppressed man whose forefathers run back to the Israelites, it says that his hope shall be in the Lord. Your hope is not in the Lord when you're going out here working on the Sabbath day, okay, and buying and selling, not trying to keep the Sabbath to the best of your abilities, right? You know, you're not doing these things. You're not trying to keep the law, statutes, and commands. You're not praying to the Most High. You're not fasting and praying day in and day out, right? You're doing all this type of lewdness out here. You worshiping the works of your hand, right? You believing and trusting upon vanity. Your hope is not in the Lord in that respect, man. You hate your brother in your heart. You're sleeping with your brother's woman, right? You are conforming to the world. You speak as the world speaks. Your conversation is just like the wicked. The Lord wants you to change all those things, man. He wants you to see how to change those. He wants you to see how to change those things, repent, and not turn back to that wickedness, right? So we got to have understanding in the last days, man. We got to keep judgment, man. Don't put judgment off, okay? And look upon idols and have idols in your heart to believe on such things, man. That's what America is known for, wickedness and madness. That's why he's calling his people, the ones who have been destroyed, to mourn, cry out to the Most High. Not sit up here and try to find a life here in this wicked system where our forefathers have been destroyed and murdered, killed day in and day out by our enemies that walk around here as if nothing's wrong. Salakia, that walk around with a proudful heart, okay? That walk around with a proudful heart and want our women to be in the same spirit, right? The Most High going to destroy all this, man. He gonna bring true judgment, man, up on the earth. He's gonna bring true judgment up on the earth, and he gonna bring destruction to the wicked and them that know not Yahweh. So it says what? In verse 8, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. And that's going to be the nature of the kingdom that the Lord establishes with his people, man. The covenant that the Lord established. We're going to receive the rain, the former rain, and the latter rain. We're going to receive all blessings, man. And nobody's going to be able to disturb that thing, man. Nobody's going to be able to take us out of our kingdom. Nobody's going to rise up against us. Even nations are not going to fight against each other, man, because the righteous are going to be in power. The righteous are going to bear rule in the last days. Not the wicked white man that doesn't hate blood. They love blood. They love shedding blood. They love spreading wickedness and folly. They love doing all these things up in the earth and not holding themselves accountable, not holding themselves guilty for those things. This is what our enemies have done from day one, man. They are a fugitive, running around here guilty and ought to be destroyed, man. But look at what the fugitive has built up, man. He built up this wicked nation all around us, man. This is a bloody city, like it says. This is Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. Who is the prey? The so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man, the oppressed man whose blood runs back to the Hebrew Israelites, man. To the Israelites who have kept his word, man. Okay, so they pray and they don't depart not. They actually try to conform. They actually try to be like the wicked, man. They try to be like their very oppressors, man. So it says in Isaiah chapter 6, in that year, let's go ahead, verse 2. It says, above it stood seraphims. Let's go down to verse 5. It says, then said I, woe is me, for I am undone, because I am because I am a unclean, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. You know, so that's the type of mindset that our people are supposed to be in, man. We are among a people of unclean lips. So what are we doing as Israelites who come into this truth? We are sitting here dying daily, dying to our wickedness daily, right? So that we can have understanding on how to live, on what is good and what is righteous, man. Our people think that they in a good case because, you know what, white man ain't running behind them, killing them. So I don't have to worry about why my brother getting killed. Hey, listen, man. That's why when the Most High send full destruction upon this place, then you're gonna be seeking. Well, where was that brother at? Man, that was speaking the truth. Where is he at? Let me get understand. No, you ain't gonna have time for it, man. You're not gonna be able to get it. You had to be taught, become like a little child and learned up in this thing, right? So you're gonna still have those idols in your heart when destruction cometh, man. So it says in verse 7, it says, and he laid it upon my mouth and said, lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. So that's right. So when we teach you the right words to say, when we teach you how to have understanding in these last days, then you will be able to do what? Have purged mouth and speak the same things that we speak. He's going to take away that conversation of the filthiness that comes from the wicked. The same corrupt speech that comes from the wicked. We're going to take that away from your understanding. If you will hear. If you will just be quiet and listen to the word and hear what thus saith the Lord. Don't have those idols in your heart to look up on your brother and say, well, man, he ain't got no Jordans on. Well, look, he got a hole in his shirt. Well, dang, you know, he got a hole in his jeans.